Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, YouTube? It is 12:36 in the afternoon, and well, guys, let's get right on into it. What you're looking at in front of you here is a knife designed by Casey Spearon from the Knives Fast channel. His company is Tempest Knives, which is, you can see that right there, Tempest Knives. And we are going to give you guys a first look, first impressions, and a little bit what I think of this knife, handling it just for a very short amount of time. So, what we have here is, I've been anticipating this piece to come in for, well, since he launched it. And I knew that it was going to be a piece that I immediately knew that I was going to want to acquire, because I like everything about it. I like the blade shape. I just like the way the piece looks. Just that in itself, I like the way the piece looks. So I thought it would be a piece that I'd really enjoy, and I'll tell you what, man, this is, now that I have it in hand just for a few seconds, I've been handling it for a little while, it's a really, really good piece. Now, I am not, by no means, and you guys know, I would not just say things for the heck of saying it because it's Casey from Casey Knives and I'm a supporter and all that other stuff. No, that's not the case at all. If this was a bum knife, I'd call it as it is. And we're going to go through it, and we're going to, you know, just like any other reviewer does, we're going to look around it. We're going to do a first impressions of it, and then we're going to come back in probably a couple weeks after use and give a final verdict on it. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm just saying, in general, you have to give credit when credit is due. And Casey, it looks like so far what he has done to this piece, he really hit a home run with this piece. The fit and finish of it. Let's just take a look at the fit and finish, okay? You have this beautiful stone washed blade there. It seems like it's a very softened stonewash blade. It doesn't seem like a very aggressive stonewash blade, which I like very much. You know what I mean? The blade, I'm looking at it through my screen here, and I like the way they tumbled it, because they didn't put a real crazy, aggressive, rough tumble on it. They tumbled it very, very soft, and I like that quite a bit. The opening up here, it has to work, because there's no other way to open this knife besides, you could thumb flick it, yes. If you don't feel comfortable with the middle finger, you could thumb it. But this is predominantly going to be middle flicked, and this has to work up here. It has to be able to work, because if it doesn't work alongside of the detent, everything has to be, you know, so to speak, married as one. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to try and flick this out with your middle finger and the detent's beat and you got a rough opening here, you're not going to have a very good time opening this knife. You're just not. So it all has to work together. I'm calling this like a reverse Tanto style type blade. That's what I'm getting out of it. I like the blade shape very much. Like I said, that's what I'm calling it, a reverse Tanto. You've got like this hump up here, it comes up into a slight hump up there, and it just looks, to me, in my opinion, it looks very, very nice. So I like that a lot. You've got the Tempest logo right there. Let's see if we could get in on that. Okay, check that out. That's the Tempest logo. The rest of the blade is very sterile. You have no other billboarding, writing, anything else. And that's a huge plus for me. You don't have all this writing all over the blade, the name of the steel, all that. There's nothing on this blade except for the name, the branding. That's it. And I love it. Tempest Knives, right? Flip it over. We'll look at the back side of the knife. Not much to look at. Same thing. You got this real fine tumbled stonewash that's going on here. And I can't express how much I like that stonewashing. You've got the 14C28N steel marked real small right there. 14C 21N. There it is right there. So I like that quite a bit. Flip it back around. You've got this this grayish. You've got like this grayish type micarta on the covers, scales. And I'm trying to get you close in on that. Just really looks, I mean, really nicely done. You've got this beautiful pivot, which is a 5-spoke wheel pivot. I do believe that's what he was shooting for. And I think that he's achieved that very well. It looks very nice. It's just not a bland pivot. It's a very nice pivot. So I like that quite a bit. You got this backspacer. I do believe it's micarta backspacer along with the scales. So you got that there. It's reversible pocket clip. Boom. You got a reversible clip. You got the wire clip here, which I like quite a bit. Now, my opinion is this is where it changes a little bit, in my opinion. And I realize probably why he did it, for cost factors. I do like a milled clip, a solid milled clip. That's just my preference. But I have no problems with the wire clip at all. I have no problems with that at all. Goes into the pocket very nice, comes out of the pocket very nice. It's easy going in, easy coming out. When it's in your pocket, it looks quite attractive. And let me add, it deters from it being a knife. You can't really tell that this is a knife in your pocket. For all the people that are looking, you know, in your pocket, in that area, is that a knife? Is that a knife he's got in his pocket? You know what I mean? But it's very nicely done. So we got the wire clip there, and I like it quite a bit. Excuse me. Like I said, guys, the fit and finish is spot on to me. This is just the first impressions. What I'm getting out of this piece, as far as me just getting it out of the box, I'm just showing you what I'm seeing here. It's just a really nice piece of cutlery. Very nice piece of cutlery. Also, what I wanted to show you guys was I just wanted to touch on the lockup. Now, the lockup on mine is exactly, I mean, perfect where I want it. Sometimes it comes real early, you know what I mean? And that's scary at the early point. This is dead. I mean, this is as close to being perfect as you want for a lockup. Now, here's where it comes into play at. I don't know what kind of fidgeter you are, but I am imagining that you're going to fidget the dickens off this knife. How much this lock bar is going to ride over from where it's at now to over to the right to the right side, I don't really know. Most of the times, it's not, it's minute. It's minute. They will find a happy medium with lock bars. It's just the way it is. You will notice it's going to ride over a little bit. How much? You know, you're hoping that it doesn't ride over too much. But normally, for the most cases, it don't ride over that much. It finds that spot where it likes to be, and it locks up, and it stays where it is for the remaining time of you having the knife. Now, if you're sitting there flicking your knife like this all day and night, I really don't know. I really don't know how much it's going to work over. But then again, I might add, it shouldn't. I mean, if it's done right, that lock bar should remain where it's at. And if it does move, it should be only a very little bit before it settles in. He has nice milling on the inside. I'm trying to give you guys a look at that. I don't think I'm going to give you a good shot of the milling in there, but I'm going to let you know right now. It's butterflies. I mean, it's very nice. It's nicely weighted in your hand. I mean, now, I don't like knives that are super light because they feel cheap to me, to be honest with you. When they're real light, I just don't like when they're real light. So it's got just a perfect, to me, just a perfect weight to it. So that's good. Again, I must mention this blade shape. Man, I'm just in love with this blade shape for some reason. I really am. KC, you did a wonderful job on this blade. And let me mention the whole piece. The whole piece is done beautifully. It really is done beautifully. I know that you said that you didn't want no jimping up here. I don't need jimping neither, brother. I don't, you know what I mean? I've mentioned in the past that ergonomics, to me, it just doesn't bother me. Ergonomics really don't bother me in my hand. I never find hot spots, so to speak. I just don't. You know what I mean? This is very well chamfered off. Everything's very well done on this piece. But when I'm holding a knife in my hand and I'm gripping it, it just never comes across to me like it's a deal breaker to me to say, oh my God, you know something, that's a deal breaker. That's hurting my hand. It just never bothers me for some reason or another. It just never bothers me, the ergos in my hand. Yeah, just giving you guys a quick look at this, first impressions of this. And I mean, if you get the opportunity, I'm going to highly recommend on picking one of these up, because I mean, I'm thinking about getting another one. I mean, now that I got this one, it's really good. It's just going to be a fantastic EDC knife. You got this point up here. It comes up into a point. You've got this belly right here. You've got from about here to here, and it's just got that slight belly, man. And it's just, boom, right here. You got that point right there. So there's really nothing that you could, that you could really want more on this knife as far as an EDC knife. As far as what you're paying for this piece, it's spot on. What he's charging for this knife, it's really a fantastic piece. It really is. Yeah, if you got the opportunity, jump on one, guys, because they're out there. He's selling more of them right now. They are slightly going to be inflated, from what I hear. So I think that once they're gone, that batch or whatever he's got going on there, once they're gone, they're gone. So if you want one of these, you should act pretty quickly. As far as I know. And that's it for this one. I mean, we're just going to stick this one in the pocket. We're going to carry it around for about 2 weeks. We're going to do some cutting with it. As a matter of fact, that's what I forgot. Let's do some cutting with it right now. Right out of the box, we're going to do, show you the sharpness on it. Right out of the box. Let's do some, now I hate doing this around camera, so let's try it out. Let's see what we can do. Can't do it around camera. Yeah, buddy. Yes, indeedy. She's sharp. She is as sharp as the dickens. Yeah. Woo! You guys see it? Just right through the paper. Now, what I normally do, guys, look how sharp that is, man. Out of the box. Woo! That's out of the box, baby. She is out of the box sharp, man. Let's keep cutting. Man, it's sharp. Right there. There you go, guys. There it is. If that's not sharp enough out of the box, if that's not sharp enough out of the box for you, then, gee, I don't know. I don't know what more yous are going to want. Now, that's not even what I normally do to my knives. When I get a knife in, I automatically, like something like this, I already know it's going to be as sharp as the dickens. It's a brand new knife. But what I like to do is, because I got OCD and I like to do what I do with my knives, I right away run and get the strap. And I'll strap the dickens a couple times on each side. And this thing just becomes vicious. Vicious. Not that it needs it. It's for my own satisfaction. I'm knocking off my own burrs that I don't see on it. And I'm just cleaning up that edge from factory. If anything was missed or any of that good stuff, I just clean that edge up. And boy, does she sparkle after I run this thing through the strap. Okay? But you guys saw the quick cutting test that I just did on it, and that was a quick cutting test. This thing is as sharp as the dickens out of the box. So you guys take it for what it's worth. And at that, I do believe that that's just about everything as of right now as far as first impressions go. Yeah. I'm super stoked, man. I am super stoked. This thing, I mean, she's got wild, I mean, she rockets out of there nice, man. Boom, right to the finger, out. I mean, you just drop it, boom, right to the finger, and then home. Boom, good night. And then you fire her out. You know, I mean, she comes out beautifully, beautifully. Boom. That's it, guys. That's it for me. This is going to be a fun carry for me for the next couple weeks. This is what's going to be in my pocket. And, guys, I highly recommend getting over there and grabbing yourself one, because I don't know when Casey's going to stop selling these. So if you like what you're seeing here, gobble one up. Oops, almost cut my finger off. All right, guys, be good, be well, be safe. We'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks on an update on this guy. And thank you, KC. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Be well.